Hello everyone, welcome back for another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review. I have in front of me issue number 69, the Breen Warship, seen on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So, I have the magazine here and the model. So, put this aside and let's get to the magazine. Alright, so here it is, issue 69, the Breen Warship. Really neat cover art there, showing the underside of the ship. Looks really awesome. It is considered a warship launched in the 24th century. Sorry, I was going to say the 22nd. It was launched in the 24th century, 330 meters long, and it has energy dampeners for weaponry. You turn the page, and you know, the same format as all the other magazines. Table of contents, showing you how to mount the model to the stand, as well as some basic specification information there. So it is operated by the Breen Confederacy. Again, it's considered a warship in the 24th century, 330 meters long, has a top speed of high warp, whatever that means. I'm assuming warp 9 or close to it. Has energy dampeners and torpedoes, and I guess the one in this ship in particular is commanded by Thought Gore. So yeah, turn the page here. Have another neat image of the ship there, and as well as some data feed information and some text about the ship, mostly from the episodes that it's appeared in. Some more screenshots of the episodes that the ship was in, and text. And here is the Breen's attack on Starfleet headquarters in season 7 of DS9. Worf and Dax held prisoner aboard a Breen ship after they were taken prisoner, also in season 7. And here is the Defiant under attack in season 7. I believe that episode was what was it called? I'm sorry, but I'm having a brain fart here. The Changing Face of Evil, that's right. In that episode, the Defiant was destroyed, mostly by that Breen dampening weapon that I mentioned earlier. And here is a picture of the Breen themselves. Turning the page, have the centerfold page showing you where things are, etc., as well as a screenshot of some of the Defiant's final scenes. And here is a section on the designing of the Breen warship. It's kind of cool to see the thought process and the design process that went through to the making of the ship. More concept art there. And text. More concept art and the final rendering as seen here. And here's a section on the creation of the Breen. Most diehard Star Trek fans will know that they appeared several times on Deep Space Nine. They were referenced a few times on The Next Generation, but we never saw them. And I think they were mentioned once or twice on Voyager, but they weren't seen on Voyager. It was just a casual thing that came up in a conversation. So here's what they look like there. As far as I know, there has never been any episode that mentions what they look like underneath. In fact, they even joke about that in episodes because that no one really knows what the Breen looks like underneath those helmets. And apparently their climate is very cold, which explains their environmental looking suits that they wear to keep themselves refrigerated, so to speak, even when they're not in their home world. Personally, now that I think about it, and I've always thought about this, that the helmet reminds me a lot of the helmet that Princess Leia wore in Return of the Jedi when she went to rescue Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. So I don't think that was the intent to make them look similar, but to me they look similar. And here is Colonel Kira wearing the Breen helmet, going undercover on Cardassia to kind of work behind the scenes to end the war with the Dominion. So yeah, and here, turning the page, have the on-screen appearance page. Its first episode appearance was in Penumbra on DS9, designed by John Eves, and of course the main appearance was in The Changing Face of Evil, the episode that I mentioned earlier, which featured the destruction of the Defiant as well as other ships. And that was like a major turning point in the war for Starfleet and the Klingon Empire, etc. So yeah, and next up is the Voth City ship. So that ought to be interesting, I'm guessing. So, ending the magazine, we have an image of the ship there on the cover, on the back, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's the magazine. Not too bad this time. And let's put this aside and get to the ship. Well, and there it is, the Breen Warship. Pretty cool. Same format as always. So let's get this out. And the first impression. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. There's a lot of detail on this model. Again, the question that I always have is, why do these alien ships and non-hero ships look so damn good? I just don't know, and I just don't understand it. The detail on this is fantastic. Fairly lightweight. The majority of the model is metal, and I think this is, well, that's also metal. For the first time, I think this is primarily composed of metal, with some plastic parts actually thrown in there. The detail on the underside of the ship is very, very cool. Nice color and paint applications there. And you have your, I think this is the rear, and this is the bow of the ship, and there's that crystal thing. It would have been kind of cool if they put a crystal there, but that's kind of asking too much, I guess. Or maybe a clear thing there, but that's the torpedo launcher where the energy dampening weapon comes out of, and it travels like this, not like this, or not like this. It's a very, very nice model. I'm very, very happy with this. Kind of have to be careful with it. It looks like there's two separate connections on this thing. A little wobbling. This could very easily separate. So I have to be a little gentle with it. Very, 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 very nice. Got a little blue there. A little coloring here. It's a very, very nice ship indeed. To my knowledge, I don't recall seeing what the Breen symbol looks like. I think it has been seen on DS9, but I'm kind of surprised that that symbol was not put on the model itself. But, you know, all of us diehard Star Trek fans will no doubt know that this is just a Breen ship without, you know, we really need the symbol to know that this was Breen. Kind of been looking forward to this one. I can't say it was one of the ones that I was jumping up and down for, even when I was a kid, when the show was on the air. But it would have been cool to have, and I'm glad to finally have it. This ship, or having this ship, just shows the diversity. See what I did there? The diversity of the all the Star Trek ships that are in this collection so far. So yeah, that's the Breen ship. Very, very nice model indeed. And as usual, it comes with a stand that merely says Breen Warship on the bottom. Nothing special. So yeah, that is the Breen Warship, seen on DS9, issue number 69. Next up, I hope to share with you issue number 70, which is the Voth City ship from Star Trek Voyager. So until then, catch you guys later, and talk to you later. Live long and prosper.